That's fast.
What's up, everyone? You are on the Corvette 252 show. Scroll down, click that subscribe button, become part of this awesome community.
What's up, guys? You want an opportunity to win yourself a Corvette? Not just any old Corvette. We're talking about the King of the Hill 2025 Corvette ZR1. Well, this is your opportunity. Experience the thrill, the ultimate performance, and shift yourself in the gear to buy some tickets. Let's go.
Howdy, folks. Here is a Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation giveaway. This is a Corvette ZR1 with a ZTK performance package. This is an amazing giveaway to be a part of, and I want you to buy yourself some tickets. This giveaway is being put on by Corvette in Carlisle, which is Chip Miller. Go ahead and get your name in this drawing before everyone else does. With you being a Corvette 252 member and a viewer of this channel, you get 50% bonus entries on your ticket purchases. This 50% bonus entry is only for this month, so get your tickets while they're available. The way to get your tickets are by clicking the link in my description or clicking the link down in my pinned comment section. When you click the link, go to Donate Now to enter. You will see my code at the top, which is CGarner50. That code will get you 50% on your bonus entries. Go ahead and click on whatever ticket that may work best for you. 25 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 350 bucks, 500 bucks, $1,000 or $2,000. Then you go over to the right, click in your information, and then you will go down and click continue, and then that will get you your tickets to be in this drawing. Here's a cheat code. The last winner bought $500 worth of tickets 4 days in a row, and he went away with a brand new Corvette. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? And welcome back to another episode of Corvette 252. And I'm greatly appreciative of all of you tuning into this video right now. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Along with leave your comments down below. We all know that as years and times go by, there will be a new variant of the Corvette. When a new variant of the Corvette comes out, we have price increases. But with that being said, we have decreasing prices on used Corvettes and sometimes new Corvettes depending on the dealership and marking them below MSRP. But some dealerships are going to charge you over MSRP depending on where they are located. So this video will teach you how to get the best bang for your buck on trim levels, tech, and everything else. One of the things you would like to do is negotiate the price. Depending on where you're located, what spec you're looking for, and what tech you're looking for, you want to be able to negotiate the price. Try to look at multiple dealerships and look for the exact spec that you would like and try to see what the prices are like and see if you can negotiate the prices at these dealerships. Some of these dealerships will not bargain at all, but a lot of them will if the car has been sitting on a lot for a long period of time, especially if it's a spec that people just aren't interested in. Another option you can do is look at used Corvettes. Used Corvettes are out there everywhere now, especially C8 Stingrays and some Z06s as well. But in regard to the Stingrays, we have 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 used C8 Stingrays. And you can get those at a really good price now, especially 2020s and 2021s. Now, the tech is a little bit different between these variants. Just to give you an example, a 2020 model, you would have to actually close the trunk manually versus a 2024 model, you can just push the front trunk down easily and it will close on its own, which is a soft close. So some things like that would totally be different between the variants, but not enough for you to go spend an extra $1,000 for. So again, one of the things you want to do when you go into a dealership, whether you're buying a new or used Corvette, is to negotiate the pricing. You're still able to negotiate the pricing on a Stingray that's under MSRP. Now, when we're going back to used vehicle, remember to research the market value. That is going to be very important when it comes down to buying your new C8 Stingray, Z06, E-Ray, and eventually ZR1. You want to be able to compare cars to each other, whether it's on Car Guru, Carfax, Cars.com. and things of that nature. So you have a better idea if the car that you're buying is worth the money you're going to spend. Because let's be honest, you don't want to spend $60,000 for a 2021 Stingray when you can get a 2024 Stingray for maybe 65,000. You know, you can probably do better research and get you a better version of that car than spending that type of money in a 2021. Now, here's the thing. Avoid dealership markups. Avoid dealership markups at all costs. There will be certain cars you won't be able to do that with. For instance, most likely the Corvette ZR1, if you're interested in actually owning one of those cars in the very beginning. Now, there will be some dealerships out there that will not sell the ZR1 over MSRP, but a lot of them will. Avoid it. If you can avoid it at all costs, do so. Why would you want to spend $50,000 or $100,000 for a car that you know is going to depreciate at some point and you're not going to get that money back, no matter what spec you have, no matter what car you build? Avoid dealership markups. Now, you won't have to worry about spending extra money on a Stingray over MSRP, and there are still a few dealerships that are still selling Z06s over MSRP, and those dealerships are small dealerships that are around the corner that a lot of people don't really go to or know about. And it's the dealerships that are getting like the special colors like the stereo purple or the new interior, and they think that since these new interior and the stereo purple are premiums and new colors, they're going to try to sell these cars over MSRP. Don't fall for it. If you're willing to pay over MSRP for a car, you're going to hurt yourself and future buyers in the long run, because it's telling the dealerships, hey, somebody's going to be desperate enough to want to pay over MSRP to get this car in their garage. Don't do it, because you're going to hurt yourself, future buyers. You're not going to get anything more for that. And then if you think that this dealership is going to look out for you in the long run because you're paying over MSRP, no, they're not. The next time you come back and buy a car from them, they're going to want to charge you over MSRP again because they know you can afford to do so. So we all know that Chevrolet has now released the pricing of the Corvette ZR1. With that being said, when they release the pricing of a new model, it tends to decrease the prices of the models that are currently available. And also, with that being said, it makes possibly getting the ZR1 a little bit harder. So, there's an opportunity for you now to explore the Z06 market, the E-Ray market, and especially the Stingray market because of the new ZR1. Now, we do expect the Zora to come out and possibly a Grand Sport to come out, and we'll see what the market's like at that time. But now knowing that the current ZR1 2025 will be selling for $175,000 or more, this gives you an opportunity to get yourself in the seat of a Z06, an E-Ray, or a Stingray. And there's lots of videos out there explaining the differences between the three cars, the three variants, and the three models to help you suit your best needs. If you're looking for an all-around good vehicle with a lot of horsepower and is really good as an all-around daily driver, then you want to go for the Stingray. If you're looking for a car that has amazing sound, that sounds like a Ferrari or Lamborghini, then you want to go for the Z06. And if you're looking for an all-wheel drive Corvette, the first all-wheel drive Corvette that you can drive in the snow and the rain, then your best option is a E-Ray. Either way, you cannot go wrong with either one of those models. But with the ZR1, most likely you may pay over MSRP depending on the dealership you go to, but there are dealerships again that are selling the ZR1 at MSRP. You just got to do the research and you just got to find them. Now, another thing is important when buying vehicles like this, you want to check out your finance options. There are multiple ways you can go about this. Obviously, if you have the money in the bank and you're loaded, you can go pay cash for that. That's something that a lot of people do, and that is absolutely okay. There are some people who need to finance it through the dealership. The dealership would love for you to finance it through them because it gives them an opportunity to give you a higher rate, make more money in the back end, and make a lot of money up front as well. And then there's another option where you can go finance through your own personal bank and try to get the best interest rate you can possibly get. But I will say again, if you're paying over MSRP for a vehicle and you're trying to go through your bank, be careful because the bank is going to tell you, hey, this car is really only worth $140,000 and you want us to finance $180,000. They're not going to probably give you that extra $40,000 because they know that the car is only worth $140,000. So they're probably going to not let you get that over MSRP value. So try your best to not pay over MSRP, even if you can get it with the ZR1. Financing is definitely a huge decision when financing this car because you want to get the best interest rate you can possibly get in order to not be upside down when you decide to actually get out of the car possibly sell the car, or whatever future goals you may have in regard to purchasing your new Corvette. Some people are wondering, why is the car market like this? Well, the car market unfortunately has been like this for a very long time. It is starting to settle out a little bit now, but during 2020 with the chip crisis and the parts shortages and all of those things, it caused the prices in the car market to kind of be wonky. I mean, there's a video I made in the past where this guy ended up buying a Ferrari that was really worth 440,000, and he ended up paying $660,000 for it, and his car payment was just like 10 to 15 grand a month, and now he's upside down due to the fact that he paid premium for this car back in 2020 when it was only worth 440,000, and now he's trying to sell the same exact car, or at least get out of it, because he's upside down and he's not making the money that he used to make. So for that reason, the market has kind of shifted a lot more now in favor to a lot of guys who are interested in buying the Corvettes, Stingrays, and E-Rays, and Z06s, and possibly the Z01, depending on what your goal is. I do believe that the market is a lot better now than it was 3 years ago when purchasing a brand new Corvette, because there have been a lot of guys back in 2020, I can tell you right now, that are beating themselves up who paid over $25,000, $50,000 for a Stingray back in 2020. They're probably still making monthly payments on right now. I know the market was extremely difficult at that time to try to get a Stingray, along with trying to get on someone's list to get a Stingray at MSRP. So a lot of guys paid 5K, 10K, 20K, 50K over for a Stingray back in 2020 and 2021. And now I can promise you they are definitely upside down. Now, some guys have the money for that. Some women have the money for that. And by all means, if that's your ammo, totally do it. If that makes you comfortable, totally do it. But for the most part, you can actually get those cars now at a reasonable rate and really enjoy the car, really understand what the car can offer you and how much joy it can really bring to you, knowing that you're in a comfort of a car that you feel is great for you. A lot of guys who bought those cars over MSRP are right now beating themselves up. I've seen the comments on lots of YouTube videos, especially some of the ones I also made of my own, where people are saying, I wish I didn't have paid over MSRP for this car. I'm more upside down now. I can't get out of it. What is my best options? What's my next route? And sometimes it's really hard to get out of a car that's upside down without getting another car and putting that equity into the new car. Now your payment's a lot higher, and it causes you to be even more stressed out. We can also mention on the flip side of that, for the guys who paid below MSRP or at MSRP and sold their cars during that market as well, they got an extra cushion on top of that, because there weren't a lot of cars being sold at that moment in time because of the chip issues. For a lot of guys who pay MSRP for their Corvette, they were able to sell their cars for more than what they paid for, which was kind of a come up, and they used that money to invest to eventually then buy another variant of that car when it came out. So there was pros and cons to buying the car at that time, depending on how it recently helped you. Now, you're more than welcome to leave your comments down below, because I would love to know for anybody who bought a car in 2020, 2021, 2022, maybe paid over MSRP, might have not paid over MSRP, and do you still currently own that car right now, or did you try to sell it, or are you upside down? Another huge thing that you can wait for and look out for, which is very popular right now, are dealers who are actually selling a car under MSRP. I truly believe that you can find a lot of dealerships right now that are genuinely selling the cars under MSRP. And on top of that, there are dealerships right now that are accepting employees discounts. There are a lot of people that work for Chevrolet. You can get the family and friends discount. You can get the employee discount. And I don't know how much you will get off the car, but every little bit counts. And so I know when the cars came out in 2020, 2021, 2022, they wasn't really allowing people to use the employee discounts or friends and family discounts whatsoever. They was only allowing you to buy the car for what you wanted to buy the car for at that time. So now there's a lot of things out there that will allow you to be able to get this car under MSRP and get it comfortably sitting in your garage. So I would definitely say, again, do your research, talk to people who own this car, look at a lot of YouTube videos, and figure out how can you get the best bang for your buck when buying a Corvette. Again, the Stingray you can kind of squeeze in the middle and kind of get you one, a good gentle used one, and don't have to worry about paying the brand new price that everybody had to pay. You can also build your own and still pay the MSRP price and get what you want, but it just all depends on your needs and wants when it comes down to buying this car. One of the things I heard that was really helpful to a lot of dealerships is that they're trying to truly get rid of these cars. they are really trying to push as many cars off this lot as they can to get allocations for future Z06s and future Z01s or future variant models in general. So what you want to kind of do is you want to kind of pin the dealerships against each other. You generally want to see if there's another dealership that are within range of the current one you're at, and try to see if you can go ahead and get this car. Because a lot of dealerships, once you walk into the showroom, they're not going to want you to walk out of that showroom unless you're coming there being unreasonable. Then yes, they're going to let you go ahead and go through the doors. But if you're being reasonable about the car you want and being really, generous and nice about it, you will be able to get the car down to maybe somewhere close to what you will want to and feel comfortable walking out of that dealership. So you definitely want to go in, have another car you may have in mind and say, hey, I really like you guys' car. There's another car that I'm currently looking at right now, but I genuinely like the one that you guys have. Is there anything we can do to make get the price down? And they may say, hey, what are you looking for? What do you want to be at? What price point you want to be at? And then you kind of go from there. That means they're willing to negotiate with you as well, and it can become a comfortable thing for the both of you. Now, don't go in saying, hey, I want 20 grand off this car, because that's unrealistic, and I don't think that's going to be possible unless the car was in a wreck or something like that, and most likely a dealership with a big name aren't going to sell you a wrecked Corvette. So I hope for all new and old Corvette buyers, I really hope that this video was really helpful. I gave you some insight on some things that I personally did and some things that I heard other people did when it came down to buying their first Corvette, their first used Corvette, whatever the case may be. You cannot go wrong with either one. There are issues that are going to happen with a used Corvette. There are issues that are going to happen with a new Corvette. You can buy an extended warranty. You can do whatever you think is best for you to make you feel comfortable buying your brand new vehicle. But again, try to use some of these tips in this video to be able to get your foot in the door and purchasing your brand new Corvette. Again, there's so many cars out there. There's so many options out there. There's so many websites. There's so many dealerships. There's a Corvette out there waiting for you on a lot right now. There's a Corvette with your name on it that is saying, hey, come get me. And I want you to go get it. And I want you to understand that going into these dealerships with your best foot forward will help you come out of the dealership with the car of your dreams. So I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. And for any of you guys who are previous Corvette owners and have tips as well, leave those comments down below. That comments will help people buy their Corvette in the future. And let's become a great Corvette community. Let's share information that will help us come together as a community and help our future Corvette owners get something that they really, really would love, really would appreciate, and grow the Corvette community, because there's nothing like a Corvette community. I can tell you right now, I love every event I've gone to, every follower I've met so far, and I love reading you guys' comments. So with that being said, I will see every one of you out on the road, and I appreciate you for being a part of this video, and I love to see your thumbs ups as well. Let's go.